taking that one.
Gig Shatter being a huge defining factor for that fight. A10 gets the grab out on time. They also have Barbecue. Set up the
Let me include my audio. Everybody's already roasting them. Oh. Yeah, because the producers. No, so what I meant by playoff game is that like this is the one that'll send them to the playoffs. So I probably should have worded that a lot different, but yeah, everybody's already roasting the stream. Scuff stream. Connected charger producer. A plus quality, boys. Matt was like, just connect the battery, just connect the charger. Forehead. Tyler's like, the fuck kind of stream is this? This is it, boy. This is a playoff game. This sends them to the playoffs. Oh no! It's actually them that is that this is their network error, not mine. Like I'm streaming their stream, like because sometimes like if they start saying some wild shit as the casters, I'm like mute, and then I don't have to listen to them. All right, bet. Oh, so you want to get kicked from this party? I said what I said. Poppin', look, you gotta be popular for it to be illegal. I think it's fine if it's 43 viewers. Matt was like, he's stealing their cable essentially. And I told him, I was like, you have to be popular for this to be illegal. Oh, here, watch this. Hey, go ahead and, if you're all on Twitch, go ahead and spam Hat Trick Club for Apollo. Yep. Oh, jeez. Hey, Kat, thank you for the host. It's awesome getting some exposure for Apollo out here. They said we are working on getting the stream back ASAP. One whole viewer. I don't even know how much we got in between everything. I'm streaming on YouTube, Twitch, Mixer, and just connect the mouse. Have you tried plugging it in? One big old viewer. This is the kind of quality we aspire to, boys. I'm streaming on all 4 things at once. Melly, you haven't missed anything because it's it's a Scuff stream, so not mine. Theirs, kind of like their computer turned off. CG lol. Hey, got 6 viewers. Let's go, boys. Streaming on 4 platforms, only 6 viewers. Let's go. Wow. Wow. Manny says she's reporting my channel. I am too. I am ready for this game. Melly. You can see her on screen when she messages. But she messaged on Facebook. She says, "Okay, but did we really expect anything more from CG lol?" Poppin says, just go plug your Twitch and CGL chat and tell them to come watch a non-scuff stream. For real though. I mean, at least when we streamed, there was always a backup plan. Like, what happens if like my computer just fucking burns out, and like, what do we do then? Like, you know, there's always a backup plan. Like, we don't just give all the resources to one person, because then this happens. Like, then it's like, well, we're waiting on him to fucking turn on his like stream. I don't know. No, Matt, they're not playing right now because Rugby and Sheena are in the chat, in the Twitch chat. You can see him on screen a little bit. I'm heading to Twitch. There's more people there. Melly's coming to Twitch. Come to me. I think I like this a lot more when it's something like more personal, right? Like if we're gonna support Apollo, you know what I'm trying to say? Like I think I would like doing this more, like restream. If we're gonna like, which site uses less battery? Um, I don't know if you can answer Matt's question, either of you. Yeah, out of the 4. Everybody says to come to Twitch because that's where everybody is at anyway. What do you mean? Hey Charlie, thank you for joining the stream, homie. Oh, I love how y'all can chat together, like even though you're all not on the same platform. It's cool. Why can I? What is this blasphemy? Purple screen? What are you talking about? That ain't me. Yeah, it's your Twitch, Mel. Yo, I mean, I think at this point they should have just said the game started like 8:30. Hey, they're back. Alright. Oh! Y'all didn't see the Lego. Oh no, I'm exposed. Oh, Melly had audio only. Ah! One shot for every mercy res. I choose life, Matt. Pop in, I can't right now, but I'll show you what it looks like. It's something super simple for this, like it's nothing too fancy. I have some color coding going on, a little bit of browser sources for the chat links and stuff like that, which are all just me. But it's nothing fancy. It looks really good. It's just basically like four browser sources. And then I have a couple things turned on, like the webcam, and then this Arcadian logo, which was done by someone super talented. And you'll see why. Look at that shit. That's nice. So I have that. I have that. But then I can turn it off. I don't know. Someone with talent. That is the only way. He said, what? Yeah, is that the ARC logo?
Hi everybody and welcome today to this CGL matchup of the Overwatch League, or the Overwatch multi-tier tournament between the Tryhards and Apollo in the CGL's Tier 3 scene. I'm joined today by Skate Action and Chris Swift himself, as we are going to bring to you constantly the fun and fast-paced action that we have in our Diamond Tier matchup today. I might be talking
about it, but what about that? I adjusted the volume, I don't know if it's better.
Skate did a little bit of analysis on this. This game does have some playoff implications, so there should be a lot to talk about as we get into your first.
Matt says I demand an
apology.
apology.
Technical difficulties earlier. We want to go ahead and kick this sucker off. While we wait for both of the teams to pick their comp and come out of the spawn room, Skate, do you want to give us kind of some of the high-level analysis you did when you were some of the tiers?
Yeah, so I was looking through some of these standings, and what's interesting is...
Yeah, once they start, I'm going to turn the audio all the way back up.
The only thing that they have to do, so if you're a Tryhards fan, you're rooting for at least one map win. One map win locks you into the playoffs. After that, all sanity just out the window. Depending on how this match ends up, there are obviously 5 different ways this match can end. Each way that this match possibly end changes the independently. So it'll be a wait and see as we kind of go tonight and see where the standings actually end up. Right now, it's anybody's guess as to where.
Interesting. Yeah, and this is interesting too. There's a lot of discussion about what comps here, and honestly, you see a little bit of everything. Coming out here for the defense, it looks like a standard 2-2 Tryhards. You see Slays and Eject on Somber, respectively. Supports are going to be Libra Lancelot and Flash Carlito. We're just going to call him Flash for the remaining game. And then you got Zoolander and Michael Skarn running the unconventional Reinhardt Roadhog. But this team's going to have an absolute ton of shield. Coming in here for the attack. Go ahead, brother. Tell us what you see.
Oh, I was going to say that's a pretty by the defender on the tank. It looks like one of the attackers was maybe still getting into the game there. The late get pick there. I'll let you take it.
Yeah, I was just double checking, making sure there wasn't something going on. May have just been trying to sort out their comms. So you got Rugby here on the main tank. We're spectating him right now, and then you got Dixie on the brig. Early kill comes out. Rugby does flash with a beautiful fire strike. 5v6 in favor of Apollo here as they start to push their way forward. Picks up the kill on Slays, and they just continue to walk their way up this hill. Cart moving just one because they want right there. You see Eject going all the way back to spawn to try and regroup the rest of their team. Swaps coming out across the board. Yes, from Tryhards coming back out here. Michael Skarn going to pick up Hammond, and then you see Soldier, Reaper, and Eject on that Pharah. So this is going to be high damage comp to try and counter the hard Zen Goats coming out from Apollo. The one you're going to want to watch is this Pharah. Eject on the Pharah is going to be absolutely devastating. It has the potential to shred this team without a hit scan, I say, as she goes down. Pretty sure Zarya's a hit scan if you try hard enough. Damage being traded all around. Apple BJ does go down in the back line, but the rest of the team's going to pick up the heavy lifting for him, and they're going to secure a couple of these kills. A lot of damage being traded out on both sides there. Not a lot of ultimates. You see Lander does have 95% to tactical visor, but a lot of ultimates in from Apollo.
I think if you're going to have this nice of a
absolutely
production,
Tryhards
you need to have a
really
Blue
had
Yeti
much
mic.
of
They're
an
not
effect
expensive. They're like $150. I think if you
I
have
would
this
look to see Tryhards
nice of a setup,
taking those swaps
you
as the match
kind of
goes
need one.
on.
Yeah, wasting absolutely no time. You see, pushing up just a little bit. Dixie is going to get a little aggressive, but Self-Destruct and Earth Shatter in the pocket for Apollo. I really look to see one of those come out with a combo. Ooh, Rock Barrage comes out, but not before Theory of Mind gets the premeditated sound barrier. They do invest Transcendence, so Apple BJ does use Trance at the exact same time. You hear Tactical Visor come out from the high lounge. Zoolander trying to find a kill, doesn't pick up anything. And that's about what you see. So Apollo does invest 2 ultimates there. There's both Sound Barrier and Transcendence, but they win the fight. And when you over-invest like that, you have to come out on top. So Tryhards just trying to do what they can to get a little bit of time off the clock here. Micah Skarner does try to push back in. Not really going to get anything for it. Yeah, and the point's going to go ahead and finish out. So doors are going to open on point 3 in favor of Apollo here as this train just keeps rolling forward. 5 minutes on the clock, 1 point left. Skate, what does Tryhards have to do back against the wall here, brother?
Man, they're doing the right things by not sticking on one character too long. I do want to see that they did just make the swap there, did Slander, to another tank. I think you needed to get a second tank to try and eat up some of that damage, and I do like the swap to the Ana to try to counter some of that healing that's being done by those 3 supports in the 3-3 lineup that Apollo's running.
Yeah, Apollo's going to round this corner here. You hear Slays coming out in the backline here. That shadow step up. Eject gets an early kill on Rugby. No main tank means it's early picking for Slays. Death Blossom comes out in the backline, picks up Philip. Transcendence is invested from Appleby. So, while not a decisive Death Blossom from Slays, a huge trade on their end. But coming in here for the attack, Apollo's really only got the deep ultimate of Sound Barrier in their pocket to do any sort of counter from tryhards. That said, Michael Scarn does have ultimate phenomenal at securing kills, but it is incredible at just zoning. So it's gonna look to see that use up a ton of time here from Apollo. Sound Barrier comes out from Fear of Mind, trying to give them a little bit of space here. So, proximity mines dropped all over the payload here. Unlucky. Self-destruct gets thrown, but it does get parked right on top of this hilltop here. It doesn't get anybody. Eject is going to go ahead and pop up tank mode, try and clean up the rest of this fight that has broken out all over the place. There are people fighting on all fronts right now.
Yeah, the ult there by Michael J. Scarn actually separated that GOATS lineup of Apollo and pushed everybody all across this map. Apollo has regrouped here for this last push.
Earthshatter comes out from Rugby, catches Michael Scarn as he's trying to recontest on the point. That makes him an easy kill, and then they're just going to stuff this left door here. Transcendence from Flash is going to try and help the team stabilize on top of point. Zoolander with a reckless charge gets moved right out of the way. Graviton Surge is going to catch Slays, make him an easy kill. And you see, this is just devolving into an all-out brawl on the point here. Kills coming in from both sides, but the high priority kills and the pin Rugby is going to secure the kill on Flash. No support, well, I said no support left. Libra, she was doing a phenomenal job staying alive on the point, but can't live forever. Dragon Strike picks up the kill on Rugby. That's massive. If they secure, as soon as I say it, that Transcendence is going to be huge for Apollo. Let them live right through Eject's tank mode. I do want to point out the time continues to tick down for Apollo. It's under 2 minutes now as they try to secure this fight, and they're going to clutch it out.
Wow, huge! That's incredible. That was like a minute hold there, right there at the end. That time when it counted, but that was at least 45 seconds of holding there by tryhards at the end. Michael J. Scarn able to survive that entire time on the point. The mines there to help stall that out even longer. The big pick with the Dragon Strike there by Ejects coming across the point.
Dragons coming out from spawn, man. They pick up a quick kill on Rugby, and that was enough to secure the fight for him. Now, Rugby is coming back in here 95% into Earthshatter, so this is an ultimate that can win them the game right here. 60 seconds on the clock. Plenty of time for them to walk themselves in here, get the Earthshatter. Huge. Rugby gets the block on Zoolander. Oh, unbelievable. The pin comes through. Secures the kill on Rugby with Earthshatter in his pocket. Philip goes down in the backline to Slay. I'm speechless right here.
I don't know what's going on right now.
Flash secures the kill on Apple BJ in the backline here, and the swap to May. Combined with Flash on this here to have been the difference maker. There's still plenty of time here, 30 seconds left. Go ahead, Skate. What are you saying, man?
Oh, man, I was just going to say, there have been swaps still coming. A couple late swaps there by Apollo as Virtuo's going to swap to the Roadhog, and Felipe they're going to swap over to the Reaper. We've just had wholesale swaps. I don't think anybody is on a character they started on.
There it is.
Huge shatter.
Rugby gets a massive 4-man shatter, but it doesn't matter. He gets frozen in place by Slay.
Oh,
Blizzard comes out on top of point here, picks up a couple of kills. This is a pretty even fight here. Eject's going to slide over to Tracer to try and pick up a couple kills and be an absolute all around the point. Virtua is on this Roadhog doing what he can just to put a body on top there. Massive EMT comes out of the back line. Dixie does get about 4, but goes down almost immediately. Sound barrier comes out from Libra Lancelot. She's just trying to keep the rest of her team alive. And there's a Dream. He's doing what he can here, but 1v5 as Reaper is not where you want to be.
Wow.
Man,
what
and what looked like, yeah, right? What looked like a 1 map for Apollo coming into 5 minutes on the clock. And that last point was such a short respawn time for the defense. Ludicrous.
Oh my gosh, there was the first hold there at the corner, and it allowed tryhards to maybe kind of settle in a little bit. Like the snowball had started and they were stop that. And then with about 3 minutes to go, it was close to go time there, and just a couple quick team fights, and all of a sudden Apollo is out of time and somehow has the hold. That was something.
Yeah, man, nuts. Kiss, I don't know what you saw from your vantage point, man. I know you're running the camera, but do you want to give us a little bit of insight on what you were running down?
Well, it seemed like at the beginning, because Apollo took so much time coming out of the gate, it looked like they were going to have trouble, and they were maybe going to stall out there on point 1, but they absolutely just came out swinging. They found early picks and then used that momentum to roll right through point 1 and point 2. But once the tryhards got their feet under them, they made a really nice hold there at the end, and I think it came down to strong ult management. They were only using 1, maybe 2 ults to win fights, and that builds up over time. In the beginning, it looks like a lot, but then using 1 or 2 as opposed to 3 really makes a difference 2-3 minutes into that hold, and I think that's how they were able to get the hold there on point 3.
Absolutely. Coming out here for the defense, you see a pretty traditional bunker comp. Rugby on this Orisa. I say traditional, I'm lying to you. There's triple DPS here on the defense. Rugby solo tanking as Orisa here. But you see the DPS is going to do all the heavy lifting. Philippe and Dixie get the quick double kill. Flash Slays go down before they can even get out of the point. And all of Apollo is going to smell blood in the water. The reckless pin. Zoolander gets Theory of Mind off the map here, but kills coming out from both sides, and Apollo stopped the payload before it could even round the first corner.
Yeah, this could actually work out in advantage for tryhards, as Theory of Mind's going to take a lot longer to get back than the rest of tryhards will, so should be able to make quick work of this and get into this 5v6.
Couldn't agree more. So they're going to re-approach here. A couple of swaps. Flash is actually going to pick up Winston, try and contest this high ground. So triple tanks here. Michael Skarn on the Hammond. Hammond does go down pretty quickly there, but Slays picking up the fist, finds the kill on Apple BJ. So 5v5, I say, as Slays does go down in the backline here, and the res comes in from Apple BJ. Visor comes out in the backline here from Virtuos, trying to find the kill. Yeah, he's going to go ahead and pick up Lancelot. Caught out of position there. It's not where you want to be as Mercy. Again, just like on defense, a bunch of swaps coming in both sides here. Slays catches the unawares Virtuos with a fist into the wall here. And that may be the pick they need to try and push back onto this payload.
Yeah, I'm not sure what kind of comp tryhards is actually trying. I'm not sure if there's a couple people maybe on a different page with a different theory here, but right now it seems to be working here.
Yeah, kills coming out from both sides. Ultimates being popped. You see Coalescence coming out there on the backline. Huge hack onto Michael Skarn. Meant that Hammond from getting out of there with his life.
Wow.
They do secure that kill. Just a couple of meters left. 2.5 meters to finish out point 1. Plenty of time on the clock, though. 1.5 minutes. Totally doable.
Tryhards have 4 on the board here. Definitely a huge advantage for tryhards with a little bit of space. So hopefully they can use these ults properly to get this match going here, keep this map rolling.
Questionable use of Meteor Strike there. Again, Meteor Strike is a phenomenal ultimate to help Doomfist get out of tight situations. Does do a great job, though, of zoning Apollo into poor spaces. And the rest of the team's following up on it. So, you know, what do I know?
Yeah, you know, sometimes it just works that way, I guess.
But phenomenal gameplay here. So pushing in here, 3.5 minutes left. Tryhard's trying to make something happen, keep the dream alive. Apollo, though, sticking to their guns. Triple support, or excuse me, triple DPS, double main support. Rugby is playing Reinhardt now. We saw him play Rein so effectively on the attack. I'm not super surprised to see it. Ejects, massive. EMP comes out, catches 5.
Wow.
Apollo using everything in the bank. Dragon Strike, Tactical Visor, just clean kills. Only one left alive's Flash. All the way in the back there. Wasn't quite with the team, but one has to ask, is that an overinvestment from Apollo coming in for the next push? They really only have Rugby's Earthshatter at their disposal. I mean, Apple BJ does have Coalescence and charge Valk quickly, but I got a lot of questions.
You would think. But it looks like Theory of Mind basically just being used in a role here as Apple BJ the majority of the healing. Big Shatter comes out.
Dixie's trying to find the hack on this trick. Stop her from being... It's a little bit of help from Virtuos there. Helping him out. So coming back in, 2 on the clock here. Tryhards, as they try to push back on. A couple of ultimates to keep in mind. Sulan is going to have Earthshatter of his own this time around, and Slays will have like Valkyrie coming online there for Libra Lancelot. So she's going to be able to keep the whole team topped off and survive throughout this fight with really no ultimate on the... Yep. So there's the Valkyrie coming in. It's going to help Tryhards push their way forward onto this point, and they need to take a decisive fight here. Unlucky. Eject doing what should have been done, taking a little bit of space and pays for it when the rest of the team's not pushing in with them. Taking a reckless pen here, Zoolander goes deep and pays for it with his life. Virtuos, with a Tactical Visor, they were already up about... Probably would have helped.
Yeah, it looks like the fight may have been over, but sometimes you just want to alter to make sure you the fight because you don't know, maybe they weren't sure exactly where the Tryhards alt economy was at that time, or knowing that Duke still has that Meteor Strike in hand, knowing how gun happy they have kind of been throughout this match with the ultimates.
Hey man, overkill is underrated, right?
So, exactly.
And they're going to use everything here. Big freeze coming out from Eject paired with the Meteor Strike's going to go ahead and finish it out. Payload is not being moved though at this point. All the help they can get here. Eject trying to do what he can here with Theory of Mind, helping him out. They're going to clean up these kills. Dragons is going to come in across point. Flash and Eject trying to keep the dream alive. 30 seconds left. They need to cap this point, die, and regroup. Slays and Zoolander coming in on the back end as the fight just continues to trickle through. Unlucky. Huge anti-grenade onto Rugby from Lee, but the rest of the team really just didn't follow up on it. 15 seconds is tough.
Big res too. Trying to open up this fight as quickly as possible, not waiting on the respawn there.
Yeah, and they are going to get the touch here, but the kills are really not in their favor here. Massive Earthshatter from Rugby, paired with the Tactical Visor on the high ground. Virtuos is going to seal the deal here for them. A couple of misplays coming in from Apollo, but it ultimately doesn't end up biting them. Tryhard can't find a way to seal it out.
Yeah. I'm not even sure what to say about that. It felt like Apollo was just kind of flexing their muscles a little bit early on in this fight. So we'll have to see as this match goes on if Tryhards can somehow find a way to win a map and secure a spot in the play.
Alright, and we're on a break.
Well, all right there. Ooh.
stream like to thank Bo for being an OG.
It seems like tryhards are just getting
hosting
outgunned right
and
now.
following.
Yeah.
Right on. So
they're getting picks, but
chat, boys.
they're trading every time. Like, they always get a pick and then die immediately after, so any pick they get doesn't really give them an advantage in any way.
Alright.
Holy shit, Swift, we're at 75 viewers right now, just so you know.
Did you die again?
Uh-oh.
I was muted. I'm sorry. I wasn't really paying attention to the stream, but I saw at one point somebody was saying something about the audio.
I saw that and I checked it. It was fine. They were complaining for no reason. You guys sounded fine and game audio was at a good level. Yeah.
Alright, beautiful. Yeah, then I'm down. Like, we don't change anything as far as I'm concerned. Like, keep running it unless.
All right, everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for being patient with us here as we switched it over. We wanted to make sure we had the best production possible. We wanted to make sure we had the audio all sorted out. Huge shout out to Kiss for picking up the select there. My my PC decided to die right when we went live the first time around. So big shout out to him for picking up the picking it up at the last minute. So we're going to go ahead and dive right back into this. Skate is in the process right now of messaging both captains on Discord to make sure that we've got no subs or any changes need to be made on this front. Next map is going to be Oasis. We'll be able to dive right into it. Have some exciting new changes to the overlays actually that I want to show you guys, so be on the lookout for those as they come through. Well, Skate, whenever you get the green light from both captains, man, just yell at us. In the meantime, Kiss, we really didn't get to hear a lot about you, man, because you were running the camera, so kind of tell us what your thoughts were there on Gibraltar, what you saw, and what you think tryhards needs to do if they want to turn it around here on Oasis.
Yeah, so from what I saw, there's, tryhards were actually getting picks, they were getting kills, although they were losing team fights. It wasn't because of their lack of picks, it was more they would get a pick, but the person who's going in getting the kill was then immediately going down after. So it essentially set the game right back to 0, and they were on an even playing field again. What I think they need to do this time, if they're going to get a pick, doesn't then disadvantage them immediately. after. If they can do that, and then they can capitalize and also be a little tighter on their ult economy, I think we're going to see a win here for them on Oasis. That being said, if Apollo can keeping the team fights at an even number, be that 6v6, 5v5, or lower, as long as it's matched up, they seem to have the upper hand in those scenarios. So it all comes down to who can get picks, but also play smarter at the same time.
Yeah, and it looks like here, so we're just waiting on Apollo to go ahead and respond. They don't have any subs, so I'm going to assume they're good to go. We do want to be cognizant of everyone's time. So we're going to go ahead and boot this thing up here in just a quick second. Yeah, we'll go ahead and boot this up. If we need to, we can pause it here right off the bat if Apollo isn't quite ready. So we're going to go ahead and load this thing in. Oasis, I gotta say, it's one of my favorite maps. I think the maps play very nice, or they play very differently, right? So it's really kind of cool to see how on University you may play different than on, let's say, not Gardens, that's Lijiang. What am I trying to say, man? Take it away from me. Take it.
Somebody take it, right? There's like Gardens or something on this map, isn't there? Isn't that what this map right here is called? I don't know. I'm really bad at this. Anybody that's seen me broadcast knows that on these King of the Hill style maps, I really don't know the names of the sub maps very well. I do know that one of them is called University, and that's about all you're going to get from me on Oasis.
Yeah.
So, Chiss, what do you think we might see here from the chameleon that the tryhards lineup that keeps changing on us from scene to scene?
Well, if I'm being honest, they're definitely changing. It seems every team fight almost. They're going to be making swaps to what they think are going to best counter the other team's composition. And King of the Hill style maps, you're going to see an entire array of compositions, especially on ones with a vast open sky like we're seeing on the map we're on now. You can see a range from Pharmacy to your traditional goats. Because it is a King of the Hill, you're going to need to brawl on point. So it's more what the flavor of the week, I guess you could say, is.
Sure. We saw a lot of different lineups by tryhards and Apollo. Apollo started off on a 3-3, then swapped to a 3-2-1 with the solo tank. And now we see a more traditional 2-2-2 lineup here by both teams. As we're going to do battle here on the point as Apollo gets there shortly after the tryhards. The tryhards are going to position onto the point. Virtue is going to get that first pick onto Flashcry. So advantage Apollo early on in this fight. As it looks like it's stabilized. I'm surprised Apollo didn't push in quicker on that. Felipe going to get 2 quick picks. Rugby backing it up, makes it a 6v2 very quickly. Team fight number 1 going to go to the side of Apollo.
Yeah,
that was
absolutely
very quick once it got going.
I was going to say, really quick fight right there. I want you guys all focused, though. Eject's, though, really close now to that EMP. About almost 22%, it looks like, ahead of Diddy. And you also have Virtuous, who's about to get that barrage. So things are about to really get spicy here. As that barrage comes online, we're about to see some big ultimates coming out. And whether either team can capitalize as they come on is really going to dictate the rest of this map. And there we go. Now we see that EMP come out.
Su's going to charge in and actually get Felipe, but Felipe's going to have the bubble to back it up. Su's going to actually get Theory of Mind, but it's a 4v4 right now as Lancelot gets the res, evens it back out. Should be a 3v3 here on the front. Oh, Rugby going to Earth Shatter, but going to miss everybody, unfortunately, as he gets hacked and then taken down. Flashcry with the 2 picks is going to give tryhards the advantage here as the point will swap at 49%.
Yeah, and that right there, that was a kind of a sloppy of a team fight, I'd say. And what we've been talking about earlier, where tryhards got picks, but then immediately after, because they were extended getting those picks, they were dying right away. And so it ended up in a scenario where they were getting traded out, and it wasn't giving them a clear advantage. Nice play, though, there by Flash to really, on that D.Va, get the picks that helped them out big time.
Yeah, able to finish off that fight and give them the advantage. Edex with a big pick early on. It's going to give tryhards the advantage here, and then Flashcry getting the kill on the Sombra there. Theory of Mind going to get the res, but it's not going to matter much as this is evened up. Deadeye gets none. Su going to have his shatter blocked. Great job by Flashcry there. Let's see if this gets anybody. It does. Able to get Virtues to kill themselves on that ult, and then one with the D.Va bomb there on Felipe, as that's going to win this fight for tryhards. 49-49, just evened it up taking the advantage here, so you got maybe 2 more team fights if you're Apollo to figure this out. Any swaps that you think Apollo can do to counter this lineup of Tryhards?
I don't know about counter, but I think that swap by Virtuous onto the Tracer, at least off the fair, was a good pick there. Phenomenal job that last fight by Flash to dive in there and get Virtuous to essentially shoot herself with her ultimate, and then getting another pick with that Diva Bomb really swung it early in their favor and allowed them to get the advantage they needed.
That EMP is absolutely massive. Picks up the kill on Eject. Michael Scarn goes down almost immediately. Flash is going to get DMAC'd. It's absolute bedlam on the point right now. This is nuts.
Great communication by Apollo. Oh my.
Textbook, ladies and gentlemen.
Man. That's how you do it. That's how you combo ults, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my. That being said, Apollo wins that fight, and still 3 ults in the pocket. The only 3 they don't have are the 3 they used on that fight, so we'll have to see if we can get some kind of Shatter Bomb Valk combo here to finish off this map.
Slays does have Deadeye in his pocket, so he's rotating around to the high ground here. Here it comes with the EMP. It's huge.
Oh! Slays with the two-man Deadeye. Eject's going to finish off Applebee's. And, oh, Eject's with another kill.
Get it? There it is.
Oh my god, it's just all over the place right now. It's all blue in the kill feed as Tryhards is going to secure this point, and I'm not sure Apollo's going to be able to touch. No swaps here to any characters that could get back quickly. Sombra's going to try and touch from the backside here. Oh, Tracer was able to touch, I guess, on the backside. It's even here. This is 5v5 going into this team fight. But somebody else has got to get there for Apollo. EMP comes out. That's a big EMP. Gets 5. All 5 that were alive on the point, but nobody's there to really back it up as Flash gets 1 with the Diva Bomb. Shatter comes out. I didn't see it actually get anybody there. Swaps are going back and forth a little bit on the side of Tryhards right now, as I see 3 Apollos left on the point versus the 4 I see of Tryhards. Down to just Tracer here. See if Virtues can stall this out a little bit longer, waiting on help to arrive.
Oh, that
Virtues, the
hack.
cavalry is here. Oh, but not in time.
Too little, too late, man. The sound barrier there from Michael Scarn to stabilize on the point, massive.
Yeah, that was a much better map. Much better map in the favor of the Tryhards, I'd say. Still a little sketchy there early in team fights where they're going to die even if they do get a pick, but as far as ult usage, they were using them much better and capitalizing to win team fights decisively, and I think that's why they got that win.
I think also speaking to that a little bit, I feel like the Tryhards positioning was just a little bit better in those team fights because it seems like the team fights that they won, they were able to get a pick early on one of the Apollo DPS and then just kind of run with it from there going in 6v5. So great job on the positioning and being aware of where Apollo was coming in and getting that quick pick. All right, it looks like Tryhard's going to make their way to the point quick, as Apollo going to try that short side on the right side of the Tryhards with the health pack. Felipe getting a big pick on Zoolander very, very early. That's going to hurt this Tryhard's push. You don't want to lose the main tank that early in the fight. It looked like Lancelot was trying to get in position for a res, but that was denied very quickly. As it's regroup time for the Tryhards. Going to go ahead and forfeit this point to Apollo early on. Flash not able to get out. Theory of Mind going to finish that off too, so that's a nice big stagger on the side of Apollo. We do have some swaps here. It looks like Eject's going to the Mei. Oh, that's a quick barrage by Slays. Able to get 2, so that's advantage Apollo here, or Tryhards, I'm sorry. That evens up the fight though with a couple picks by the tanks of Apollo. Diva Bomb going to come out. Let's see what we get here. Nothing. As it's just... Oh, no, Diva was taken care of, so Tryhard's going to swap that point at 31%, taking advantage of this map a little bit earlier than they did on the first point.
Yeah, really nice job there by Slays to build up that ultimate as fast as he did, and from that, get a nice pick there. That really opened it up. It forced out the other team's Diva to use her bomb and then subsequently die.
Oh man, Zoolander tries to go in for the charge, gets shattered, and then Virtue's able to finish that off to give them the advantage. But Lancelot able to get the res out of Valve. That's a huge res to even this fight up. And then the shatter comes out by Sue. Gets 4 on the point. Mayalt gonna come out by Ejex. It's gonna freeze the D.Va, but D.Va gonna be kept alive by Felipe here. LL Slay's trying to do work on that Brigitte, but not able to land enough direct rockets as Brigitte is last on the point. Ejex gonna finish that kill off. This team fight goes again to Tryhards. Great job by Lancelot on that res to get Zoolander back into that fight. Oh my.
Yeah, that's just really nice job there managing her cooldowns. She had that res, waited, didn't rush it, and then when there was a nice little gap in the fight, she went in, got Zoolander, back into the fight. They had their fight, won it 30 seconds later, got Sue up again to get rid of that respawn delay.
Yeah, we got a bit of a dogfight going on in the air as Virtues has swapped to the Pharah here. So we'll see this Pharmercy v Pharmercy fight, who gets the better, but 2 quick picks to Apollo. And then we're going to trade back and forth to make it a 5v3 on the point in the favor of Apollo. Going to get the res on Rugby, and that should finish this team fight off as May is stuck in no man's land, but does not get staggered too badly. Luckily, able to get killed there to regroup with the rest of the team.
Yeah, I got to give a lot of credit here to Dixty. We were spectating from his point of view here. When he got demech'd, Pops uses self-destruct just to get his mech back and places that self-destruct on top of Rugby's corpse to help secure the res and lock down that point. Big brain play from Dixty.
Oh, Justice is raining everywhere, but my word, WAD buttons are trembling around the world as ults are being popped. If you got them, pop them, folks. That's going to swap the point back for Tryhards as they are closing in 10% to go. Playoffs on the line. If they can secure this point, they will make it into the postseason. As it looks like Applebeach is trying to touch the point here last second. Gonna be able to touch, force the overtime. Rugby gets in with the charge, but gonna get pinned back and get picked. Period Mind gets the res on Felipe, but evens the fight. We've got a fight here, folks.
Huge.
Deadeye gonna come out by Felipe and get, oh my gosh, what a big Deadeye. Able to get LL Slays and take the fight out of the air and onto the ground. That's gonna swap it back for Apollo.
Wow, that was quite the fight. We had justice on both sides, raining from above, and surprisingly went way into Tryhard's favor, but they couldn't hold out at the end there.
No, oh my, we've got a match here, folks. No ults online. This is going to be a dry run for both teams. I look to see ults as this is final fight territory. Ults will be used as soon as they come online. As we see Ejex swapping to that soldier, just double hit scan to try to kill Virtuos.
My goodness.
And Ejex gets a pick on Rugby early. That's advantage Tryhards. Very big early in this fight. Felipe positioning himself on the high ground to overlook the point here. Lancelot left alone on the point. As Grab's going to come out and not get anybody, unfortunately, with the placement of it. Somebody's got a touch here if you're Tryhards, and we're going to go to a third map.
Ooh, unlucky, man.
Yeah, that last fight, it looked like it was Tryhard's fight, and then all of a sudden the res comes in after a couple kills, and it's Apollo's fight. The Mercy play has come in huge here. It's great to see Mercy kind of back in this meta and able to swing things with one little hit of the button there.
Absolutely, and that was just kind of crazy all around. We had running the Pharmercy against Pharmercy is not something you get to see every day, and it was honestly a really exciting matchup because it seemed like for both teams that Pharah really was the primary damage dealer and was in some ways carrying the fights for both sides. So really exciting to see these kind of crazy comps coming out from both teams.
Yeah, as we see some swaps going around, Michael J. Scoring going to swap over to that Wrecking Ball that we saw on the first map. So that's when they kind of started to have some success, when he was able to dive with the Wrecking Ball. So Virtue's going to switch to that Genji, anticipating the double hit scan again. All right, the fight's going to take over towards this elevated platform. As it looks like Tryhards have made their way to the point while Apollo's going to come attacking from that side, but it's a little scattered right now. We're going to focus the fight to the center of the point. Oh, Zoolander going to try and get the charge there, but Felipe making quick work of that before the charge can come in. And with only a couple picks, Apollo going to take advantage of the point early.
I'm at a complete loss for words as to how Slays made it out of that alive. See, like 20 health for half that fight. That's nuts. He is sitting on High Noon here on the high ground.
Absolutely. That's one we're going to want to watch when that comes out. As there's not much of a counter other than the Reinhardt shield. As there it is, the Deadeye comes out, gets Theory of Mind. It doesn't take very long for that Deadeye to charge up to kill the supports anymore after the recent changes. But Lancelot going to get the big res, and that's going to swap this back to Tryhards very soon. It's cleanup time. As Virtuos gets picked up, Applebee's is the last one on the point, looking desperately to find the Lucio, who's doing a great Houdini job on the point. Oh my! We're gonna swap it.
This is just not going to be an easy fight either way. This is just so back and forth, and man, this is exciting.
This has been evenly matched so far. As Bob's gonna come out on the point. Let's see what Robert's got in the tank.
Robert.
Not much happening there on the side of the Ashe ultimate. As Virtue's going to get the first pick, and then the blade comes out to get LL Slays, and then ejects. This is a huge blade by Virtue's. Can we get 3? Not able to get 3, but the team's able to back up there and finish off Zoolander and flip the point back.
Does get the DMEC on Zoolander there, and the rest of the team's able to follow up on it. It's a brilliant use of Blade to just quickly and easily secure that fight.
Yeah, there was no hesitation there by Virtues. Knew exactly what needed to happen to win that fight.
Yeah, really nice job, I'd say, actually, by the Tryhards. Even though they are only running with one support, they've been doing a good job of limiting the damage they take by having smart positioning to keep them out of the line of sight of a lot of easy damage.
Oh, great positioning, but it's not going to be enough. Wow.
Oh man, Slays
that was a
gets
5-man EMP.
Nuts.
Oh my.
Ejex is just a Sombra monster. He farms that thing up in no time at all and just rips it on the entirety of Apollo when they thought they were going to have a big fight there with their ults.
Look at this lineup by the Tryhards right now. This is a triple tank, single healer dive is what this appears to be. Some sort of variation. But it's working. I don't understand it. It's Overwatch in 2019, folks. I don't know what else to tell you. As we have Flash going to pop all in the back with Primal Rage. Rugby going to pin back to try and move this fight forward. Flash going to pay with his life. A lot of damage coming out here, but not a lot of kills. The healing on point for Apollo right now. We're going to see the bomb come out by Zoolander, not get any. That may have been to preserve mech at that point. It didn't look like it was aimed exactly where he wanted it. Not a lot happening there. Finally, we got some kills in the kill feed. As Grav's going to come out. Grav Blade here.
May have been a bit of an overinvestment here, yeah.
Maybe. But the fight hasn't been secured yet. As Winston's still up on the high ground. Not going to be able to make it out. Unfortunately, falling to the fist of Zarya.
To the fist of Zarya. Sounds like something out of Game of Thrones.
I feel like that should be her finishing move if she was a wrestler. So... Tryhard's going to have to regroup here. One ult online for Apollo here. That's just the Earthshatter. We do have Deadeye and EMP on the side of Tryhards. That's huge. We saw what happened last time that combo came into play. There's the High Noon coming out. There's the EMP. Gets 3. Actually, gets 4 after the kill. That's +4, +5 right now for Tryhards. Only person left on points Rugby. He's going to fall. The point's going to swap, and it looks like nobody's going to be able to touch from Apollo. And that right there, folks, is the Tryhards winning their way into the playoffs. Welcome to the show.
Oh, buddy. This is going to be a huge play of the game. I honestly don't even know what this is going to be.
Oh,
yeah.
Ejex yoinking it right out from under Michael.
This is got to be the... Yep. Right here at the end to secure the point and secure the spot in the playoffs. Wow. And we got a match here, guys. I don't know if you know this, So we're 1-1. We're going to head into map 3. A lot still to play for here in the playoff race. So don't go anywhere. This is awesome. We'll be right back.
All right, everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for sticking around with us. Last and final map here to decide seeding for Tier 3, Horizon Lunar Colony. Tryhards coming off of a huge win on Oasis, securing their ticket to the playoffs. Apollo looking to close out the week win and finish the season at 4th place. Is that right? Skate, am I imagining that?
I believe if Apollo wins this, they will actually be the 3 seed in the playoffs.
Either way,
They
huge
will join
implications
the
for
8-1
them.
club.
Massive. So we're going to go ahead and kick this sucker off. Kiss, I know you told us a little bit about what you liked about Oasis. Tell us, how do you feel about Horizon, man, now that it's been changed for a little while? Do you think it's for the better, for the worse?
Well, like most Overwatch players and fans, whenever I hear the words, well, any map that has to do with 2CP, all I can do is cringe. But I will say, Horizon's changes were definitely much better. It made it a more fluid kind of path to the point, I would say. Less of these awkward kind of chokes and bottlenecks, and it allows for both teams to kind of contest the high ground. I don't know if you all remember, but on the original Horizon, getting up on that high ground, if you're the defending team, all you have to do is hold it, and there's essentially one way to get there, or you have to run under. If you ran a bunker comp, you were in the clear for the most part.
Yo, big shout-outs in the chats here while both teams come up to the defense. Skate with the 6-month subscribe. Skate, you clown. But I did see a couple of other subs that came through. Yeah, Jay, we appreciate the sub, man. It does help keep the lights on here. Skate, if you want to take it away.
Yeah, absolutely. We do see the bunker comp coming out for Apollo here. We've got the Widow Soldier Junkrat for the DPS, so only with the solo tank here. Interesting. We'll have to see how they want to contest the point, possibly with that Junkrat. As the attackers, the tryhards, gonna go with that Sombra attack, but, or I'm sorry, the Symmetra attack, but no Bastion here. Usually you see a Bastion coming onto the point, but Dixie gonna here get the pick on Flash. That's a big pick early on. Virtuo's gonna finish off the Symmetra, giving yourselves a 4v6 here. Advantage Apollo. Apple Beach finishes off Zoolander, as it's just cleanup time now. Apollo making quick work of that tryhard's attack. The early pick there by Dixie definitely swung that fight, able to pick one of the supports off, and we see the swap already by tryhards going to the Brig Mercy instead of that Lucio. All right. We do see a triple tank lineup by tryhards. It kind of worked for them last time. They went with that weird dive combination, but going with the Reinhardt this time instead of the Winston. Picks, though, in the way of Apollo after tryhards got the early pick on the Widow. Gonna set up on the point, but a big ante coming out. Gets 3, does Apple. Soldier ult gonna come out from the low ground here, but nobody really in sight. Trying to finish off Zoolander, but just not in a great position with that. May have used that a little bit prematurely, as it looks like the fight is going to be finished off here on the point by tryhards. That was kind of a back and forth fight there. Kiss, what do you think about that?
That was, yeah, definitely back and forth, but really nice job there. Michael Scarn kind of, I don't know if you guys saw it, but he got the pick there on Virtuous early, and then from there went and got the Mercy after she had gotten the res. So phenomenal job there to disrupt their comp, and he's still doing it.
Yeah, 2 big picks for Apollo early. Oh, it stops the shatter, does Virtuous. Gets 2 picks there to stop this fight. Felipe gets the other 2, as it's, just cleanup time again. It seems like we've said that the whole time. The pick's coming fast. Once the first pick has fallen, it's just been dominoes since then for Apollo. We do have a swap here, as Virtue's definitely switching to that tank, needing some help. Gonna try and get those shields up for Rugby. Plus, you have that grab dragon possibility, as tryhard's gonna make their way onto the point. Still running that triple tank lineup. The bomb gonna come out. Flashcry able to get 1 with the bomb, but it's a big one. Able to get the Mercy. Dixie gets 1 with the Dragon Strike and then finishes off Zoolander, but it is 3v4, I believe, here on the point. Big res by Lancelot, but it's not gonna be enough, as Dixie's gonna just try to hard carry right here. Just gonna pick off anybody he sees that is in red. It's a little bit of help from Felipe's trap there on the end. Wow, what a hold there, and the Hanzo play by Dixie there.
Yeah, phenomenal job there. I mean, he had the nice pick there early on Slays to kind of force the res out from Libra, and then after that, just got, what, 2 or 3 picks each there to really disrupt the tryhard's bid to complete the Horizon here.
Yeah, as we do have the Grab Dragon online, I would expect to see that come out fairly quickly in this fight. Michael Scarn going to get the slam down from behind, gets airborne Apollo. Ooh, we just see ults coming out everywhere here. Oh my, Felipe gets 2 with the tire. Michael Skarn going to get 1 with the mines, but it looks like it's maybe a little too late here as the res comes out, and right into the dragons is Michael Skarn. That's unfortunate.
Dixie is just going to work. Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know what else you can say about it. I mean, this just hitting everybody with those arrows. Definitely feeling the Hanzo right now.
Yeah, phenomenal job. He's just not missing any shots. He's building up at least a dragon a fight, and sometimes 2, and that's obviously showing there, not only in the kill feed, but in the way these team fights are going. As soon as it looks like the Tryhards are going to win, Dixie comes out and gets 2 picks and evens everything right back up.
Yeah, it looks like Tryhard's going to try and rotate around to that right room, the right side of the defense in that room, trying to get some cover. Maybe from Dixie, as Dixie, as we said, not missing anything right now. Shatter comes out, gets 2. Flashcry able to finish off one of those Shattered, and then Ejax gets the other. Dixie able to get the better part of the Hanzo here. Dragon's coming out again, gets none, but zones the point a little bit. As Sulaner are going to get the pick on Felipe with the Fire Strike. Fight stays on the point. We'll see if Tryhards can get any more picks their way as the spawn advantage is going to come into play for Apollo. Shatter comes out and gets Flashcry. Only gets the 1, but able to secure the DMAC. Rugby alone on the point. Felipe trying to get back. Slays makes final work of Rugby there with the punch, and then Felipe. So a little bit of Hanzo work by LL Slays, as that's going to be the point for Tryhards as they go 2-0.
Yeah, phenomenal job there. I don't know if you guys saw it, but Flash on that D.Va there did a nice job of zoning Dixie out. The Tryhards, I think, realized who was their biggest threat in that entire map, and then they sent Flash on that D.Va to go over to Dixie, zone him out, and make it so he couldn't see anyone but the D.Va. And because of that, it let them fight a nice 5-on-4 there, and they closed things out in stylish fashion.
Yeah, just running a little dive there, a solo dive with the D.Va. I think everybody on the planet that's watching this match knows that Dixie was the one you needed to take care of. So it was pretty easy to say, hey, let's take care of that guy. He's the one killing us right now.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think right here what the Tryhards really need to do is they need to get a pick early and kind of force Apollo to slow down. Apollo's playing real fast here. They're snowballing fast quick. If they can slow that momentum early in fights, it's going to benefit them a lot.
Yeah, we'll have to see what we see as we swap sides here. So we'll have Apollo on the attack and Tryhards on the defense here. 2:20 left in the tie bank for Tryhards. That is important on this 2CP map. It looks like the defense is going to come out with their own version of bunker. They are going to have both tanks to start. They will have the D.Va to try and contest the point if needed. Looks like the DPS they are opting for is the Junkrat of LL Slays and the May of Ejax, which we have seen some big blizzards from Ejax already in this match. The attackers going with a little bit more of a conventional 2-2-2 here with the Sombra and the Widow for the DPS. So the Rein Zarya combo here on the attack. We'll have to see what they have in store for us. May with the quick wall there just to try and stall this out a little bit. Every second does matter here, so not a bad idea there to start off with a May wall and just make your opponent reset. As it looks like Applebee's gets caught outside of that wall, but going to be able to get back to the team as we're going to go right up into the high ground. As oh, it looks like Apollo going to take this to outer space. Oh, maybe not. It looked like they were starting to go to outer space, then swapped up to the stairway. Going to go underneath his Rugby by himself. Going to be alone on the point. But Theory able to get there too, so we have 2 on the point. So Apollo here is scattered. We'll have to see if they are able to group back up or if Tryhards can take advantage of this split, but the healers are there for Apollo. As they are trading picks, advantage Tryhards right now. Felipe, unfortunately, going down to own attacks. LL Slay's going to finish off Virtuos, and Ejax going to get Theory of a Mind and finish off that push. That was a strange push, Kiss.
Yeah, definitely a strange one, but do not be surprised if after Dixie uses this infrared sight here, don't be surprised if you see the swap. right now, Apollo's strategy is they're going to try to push forward with the rest of their team. They're going to have Sombra go in and disrupt, now Virtuous on the Tracer go in and disrupt, and then they're going to try to, after the shield is turned, get Dixie to pick from the back. But it's not working because Tryhards is essentially fighting 6-on-5, and they're using Mei to zone out that Widow completely.
EJX having a heck of a game on this Mei. Did a great job on all the previous maps, and now just doing a heck of a job zoning. As the Diva Bomb gonna come out by Zoolander, gets none, but the tire's out for LL Slays and does find Felipe. That's a +2 right now for the Tryhards. Able to finish off Rugby as EJX. And that'll be a reset for Apollo with 1:45 left here. So looking at 2, maybe 3 more pushes onto this point. As Virtues maybe get staggered here by Diva in space. We'll have to see as help is on the way by EJX and Michael J. Skarn. But this is an opportunity. If Apollo can get on it, they would have a chance to push that point.
Definitely, but now we're seeing more and more ultimates come online for the Tryhards. It's going to be an uphill battle here for Apollo.
Now, oh, the stick comes in. Virtue's able to get Libra, but not able to get Orisa, who was actually the one that was stuck. So an early pick by Apollo, and it's a big one on the mercy of the Tryhard. Shatter comes in, but a great wall by EJX, and then the Blizzard comes out on the point, freezes Rugby. Let's see if able to finish off is Michael J. Skarn on Rugby, but it should still be advantage Apollo here, but I don't know. Was it 2v2 here on the point? Diva Bomb gonna come out. Not gonna get any, but preserve the mech of Zoolander. EJX trying to hit Applebee's, but not able to. Lancelot able to get back to the point and then fall very quickly. Diva is demeched by Dixie. Oh my. This is all over the place. Oh, LL Slay's not able to get away from the Pulse Bomb. As we're staggering all over the place. Somehow 4 members of Apollo are on the point though. As Flashcry tried to get back on the Winston, and it looks like that may have been ill-advised at this point as he may fall. Yep, there it is. Felipe able to finish off the kill. That's going to get the point here near overtime. 4:03 left on the clock for Apollo.
Oof. Unlucky there at the end. That was quite the crazy fight to close out point A. We saw ults being used, trades happening back and forth, and in the end, Apollo with that shorter respawn distance, they were the ones who came out on top. That being said, things do now switch over into the favor of the defenders here in a 2CP map, so that kind of crazy staggered fight is not going to work this time around.
No, only one online, and that's Felipe's Graviton Surge. We'll have to see how they want to use that, if they may hold on to it and just go a dry run with this fight, as it looks like Tryhards already has the advantage here, getting a couple picks, but I don't know. Applebee's with the pick, and then Virtuous with the pick, makes it 4v4. There comes the grab. If anybody can back it up, Diva definitely making use of the defense matrix there, able to save the whole team damage from the Tracer of Virtuous. Virtuous, though, wisely holding on to that Pulse Bomb and not wasting it. EJX gets the pick on Felipe as we are almost back to full strength here. Tryhards just in cleanup mode. We will have a reset with 2:55 remaining.
Yeah, and that was a long fight there. That was 1 minute and 10 seconds almost. And from it, we saw Philippe use that Graviton. We saw Virtuous use the Pulse Bomb now on the Soldier, though. But Philippe, really, I think, if they want to close out this map, he's going to need to have a lot better management of that Graviton Surge. He used it after the fact and before Virtuous had the Graviton, or the Pulse Bomb, sorry. And because of that, they got almost no value call.
Right. Oh, quick bomb gets none, but Sight's going to come out by LL Slays. Going to get damage boosted by Libra, but wisely is Apollo hiding in the corners, not getting out and getting in that line of sight. Don't want to get hit by that aimbot. 2 quick picks on the side of Tryhard. As Flashcry going to get a couple. Virtuos and Rigby fall. Dixie switch back to that Hanzo, able to get a pick, but that's not going to be enough, as going to have to run for the hills and reset with his team. Under 2 minutes now remaining for Apollo.
Yeah, Dixie there, nice job getting the kill on the Flash, but too little too late at that point. No real impact coming from it. That being said, a nice kill on Philippe there. That Zarya kill, even though late in the fight, is actually big because it's going to reset her charge to 0. And if you can keep resetting her charge, that's a big damage advantage in the favor of Tryhards.
Yeah, it's a little bit of like a meta game that you're trying to do there where you want to keep her charged down. Huge picks from Apollo all over the place. Able to combo a couple ults. Gets 4 picks early. It's all Apollo in the kill feed. Let's see if Tryhards can stall this out at all. Libra trying to do everything she can to make this work. Grab comes out off the point. That's a big grab as we've already got 2 ticks. Closing in 90% and counting. Zoolander able to touch the point at 97% now.
No.
That'll do it.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Dixie gets the headshot on Eject as Eject flashes onto the point to try and contest. Ah, nuts, dude. Insanity.
What is going on in this match? Oh my. We will have
This has just been
Apollo on
so
the
back
attack.
and forth. Oh my god.
Yeah. I mean, some of these fights have, I say some. It feels like every team fight has gone a minute plus, and they have been so, it's either a quick snowball or it's just a back and forth heavyweight fight slugfest.
Hey man, listen. Both these teams promised us a game, right? They promised a match, and they are delivering. This is primetime Overwatch right here.
Absolutely. Here you go, folks. You wanted it. You got it. This is the last match of the season to determine all the playoff seeding. Tryhard winning their way in last map. Now having a chance to jump up into that 7-2 conversation. Able to move up the standings and maybe get themselves in a little better position. Apollo still playing for that bye. They need to win this map in order to secure that first round bye. So there's still a ton at stake here in the last map of the regular season of this multi-tier tournament. Oh my. Who would have thought it would come down to the last map?
Yeah, not surprisingly though, we're going to see Dixie not run that Widowmaker again. I think Apollo realizes that slow play with the Widow trying to get picks after the shield has been flipped is not going to work here with just under a minute already to go.
Yeah, you basically had a minute. It was a minute and change, but we'll call it a minute. As we see Virtuo's trying to go out to space here and flank a little bit. Able to get in the back line, but not able to do much. As we see Dixie on the Sombra, of all things. I would have liked to have seen Dixie on that Hanzo, but we'll see what they can make of it. As the wall comes out by Ejects, able to slow down this push of Apollo, just trying to slow down every little bit they can. Nice pin by Rugby, able to get Michael J. Scar, and then Felipe finishes off Ejects. Those are where I think 2 of your biggest threats there to keep this fight going. Dixie able to finish off a couple. Lancelot, a late res there on Ejects, but it's not going to matter as Ejects is left alone on the point. Zoolander falls. Ejects gonna try and stall out, gonna push this close to overtime, but it's gonna be in vain as we will have 1 30-second push here by Apollo.
Wow. Phenomenal job there to get those quick picks so they could swing it in their favor. Apollo really hungry for that first round bye, it seems.
Absolutely. They're showing why they have been one of the top teams all season long. Big wall there, cuts off half the team. Eject's walls have been on point the whole time. That is a 6-man EMP. Oh my. Dixie, you are nuts. There's 2 picks for Apollo. They're up 4v6 in this fight, or I'm sorry, 5v4 on this fight. Felipe gonna finish off Libra. Coming down to crunch time. It's just Sue on point. As Michael J. Scarn gonna get back, so is Ejects. Gets the freeze, but nobody there to back it up. Shatter only gets Zoolander, but that may be enough. As it is stall time here as we are in overtime. There's 1 pick. Oh, High Noon gonna come out, gets 2.
Oh my god.
But I don't think McCree's gonna be able to touch. No! Not after Virtuos finishes him off. Oh my.
Oh buddy.
Man, oh man, this is why I love 2CP. You love to see a team struggle to capture the first point and then do it and just do a full clear in a minute and a half. God. Whew.
Oh
Fresh
my.
games every time. Gotta love it.
Fresh
You gotta love
games.
2CP, folks. 2CP, I back up my casting buddy General on this. I think 2CP is the best mode in the game. I think it provides the most excitement because of situations just like that. So Tryhards, 2 minutes, 20 seconds to match that double cap. Whew. I'm kind of speechless here. We've seen a little bit of everything tonight.
Yeah, honestly, man, I think
I haven't seen is a Torb hammer.
Oh, truth. I was about to say, I think it's a testament to both of these teams to show how flexible they are, right? Like, everybody was really all up in arms about Goats, and Goats is still viable, but hot take, I really feel like the game's probably in one of its best states right now, meta-wise. Like, just about anything's viable if you can play it, especially at this level. So it's exciting to see these teams really embrace that. We've had... You're right, we've seen literally everyone played except Torb.
Yeah, I think everything except Torb at this point. I don't know what else we haven't seen at this point. For those at home, these teams did opt to not have Baptiste as one of the characters since this match was supposed to be a Week 9 matchup, so we are honoring that and letting none of them play Baptiste. So Baptiste not going to be chosen. Nice pick early by Philippe there. And then Michael J. Scarn coming in deep and almost paying with his life, but able to get out. His flash cry is going to cause the retreat back to the point. Try to separate this this bunker comp a little bit. Rez comes out on Dixie.
Ooh.
Oh, Slays getting the best of Dixie again, but Rez is down, so you do have an advantage here. Oh, Slays, you didn't want to get hooked there. That's unfortunate for tryhards. But you should still have an advantage here. Nice pin.
What?
What happened there?
This is just so back and forth. Not a single team able to get an advantage at all.
No, these are two evenly matched teams. I would watch these teams play 5. Oh my. Shatter comes out, able to get Felipe in the back, and then Felipe falls. Oh my, this is flipped off the Zoolander Shatter in the back. It's just Virtuos and Dixie on the point. There comes the... Oh, the Blossom comes out, but gets none. As this is going to be Tryhard's point. We're going to have possibly 2 pushes onto the second point here, as we're going to have just over a minute.
Wow,
It may be final fight territory, though, with no Lucio to be seen.
Yeah, and if Eject gets that EMP out right at the beginning and just completely stonewalls Apollo, could go well into the favor of Tryhards.
Absolutely. We'll have to see how this setup is, as Virtuos has switched to the Bastion and is hiding on the high ground. I like it. Staying out of the way of the EMP to try and dive in late and try and get an advantage. Here he comes out of the shadows. Gonna set up on the high ground, it looks like. No, dropping down to the low ground behind. Oh, huge! There it is! We got a big EMP, and then the Dragon's gonna come across the point. Oh my, and then the EMP from Dixie comes out and gets all of Tryhards. This is all over the place. I think it's advantage Tryhards, though, as the Diva Bomb gonna come out, but no shield to protect. Dixie able to hide behind that upright. Rugby switches to the Wrecking Ball to try and get back. So does Virtuos. Oh my, 14 seconds left. This is swapped back again. Apollo has the point.
Man, yeah, that was. I thought that was a done deal, man.
Tryhard's gonna be able to touch. Oh, Michael J. Scarn able to touch, and here comes the rest of the Tryhards. Here comes the cavalry. Zoolander with the big pick. That's a huge shatter. Able to back it up is Slays, as that's advantage Tryhards right now, and another EMP gets the rest of Apollo that's on the point. Gotta finish off the kills as Dixie's the last one on the point. That's gonna do it. We're gonna go 4v4. Oh my.
What?
What is happening?
Oh my god. With their backs against
Are
the
you
wall.
serious?
Tryhards.
Zoolander, the
word.
fire strike from Earth all the way up to the Horizon Lunar Colony. Then we see Eject with one of the most important EMPs of his Overwatch career. Oh my god.
That shatter was so hard it registered on the Richter scale. From
Ooh.
the moon. That's how hard it was. Oh my. I think the moon is out of orbit after that shatter.
Phenomenal there. Sue picked off the enemy team, or Apollo's Brigitte, sorry, with a fire strike from the choke.
Can this week's top plays just be this entire match?
Hey, Basic, if you're watching, bro, just download and attach it to YouTube.
Yeah, just
no.
just like cut out some of the time where they're not fighting.
I'm not
That's
gonna lie to you,
all
man.
gotta do.
When Virtuos swapped to Bastion, I thought it was a great idea, and then when he jumped off of the high ground, I thought that was a bad idea, and I thought it was over. It's like,
yeah.
and it drug on for way longer than that. But man,
Yeah, you were watching the same thing I was, expecting him to set up high ground, drops down, and then gets EMP. What great patience by Ejects there on the EMP, waiting for the DPS to be shown. Oh my. We saw Apollo do it once. Let's see if they can do it again. Let's see if they can cap here with a minute. Vircho's going to do the same thing.
He loves space, dude.
Who doesn't love space? I mean, it's the one place where you get to go out and fly around in the vacuum.
Hey, the good news here is with Slays on that Torbjorn, I think we may get to see the fabled hammer come out to play.
Ooh, big pick. Oh, we do have a Torb. We have seen, I think we've seen every character now played in this match. Oh, Virtuos goes down. That was after Dixie had already gone down. So Apollo gonna have to go into this fight, possibly 5v6. I know Virtuos may be able to get back with the blinks. We'll have to see. Oh, swapping to the Pharah though. Interesting. Against the Torb. The Torb Bastion here. Bastion is hacked right now, but able to get out of the way. Pharah gonna come in and rain some damage down as the turret's taken out, but it's advantage tryhards right now as they are up 5v3 on the point. Another pick goes in the way of tryhards as Ejects gets Virtuos. Ejects finishes off Felipe. Rez comes out on Michael J. Skarn. That's gonna do it. That's a full hold. Oh my.
The map that will never end. Horizon Lunar Colony qualifying map, final game of the season. Dear God.
Yeah, and with that, Tryhard's going to go on the attack. Live update. It looks like if right now for Apollo, having not been able to cap that, it looks like in a draw, they are able to secure that last buy spot.
The Tryhards
that
are?
Fourth seed. So the Apollo is able to lock that in with a full defense here. If Apollo can full hold here on this defense for that minute, they will secure that first round bye. They will be the 4th seed. So this is a huge defense for Apollo.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Oh, wow, what a match, guys. I'm like speechless over here.
I'm excited to see LL Slays back on this Doomfist, man. The Doomfist play on Oasis was incredible. You know, I got my notepad over here. I'm taking notes, man. So I'm excited to see it here. They're going to try, it looks like they're going to Dixie and Felipe are going to try the same defensive comp here. Torb, Bastion, Orisa.
Yeah, we'll see if they can beat it, themselves. So, all right, we'll have to see what's at stake here. Let's see. Tryhard's going to come out with Doomfist and Reaper on the attack to go with the Wrecking Ball Diva tanks. Going to opt for the Lucio and Mercy on the heels to this bunker defense that Apollo has set up on the point. Oh, Diva out of position as Virtuos. Let's see if they can capitalize. Tryhard forces Diva back into the back line as Reaper's going to get some damage in early, but it's not going to be enough as Virtuos and DXT going to make quick work of a couple of the Tryhards here. That Bastion paying off right now. I don't know if you guys saw that, a Zoolander doing his best against Dixie, hippity-hopping around all over the point. 10 seconds left. I'm not sure if Tryhards are going to be able to touch here. It looks like Skarn may be able to. Able to touch. Gonna extend this. Oh, somebody else has got to touch, though.
Keeps the dream alive.
Able to touch. For a moment, for only a moment. As Dixie's going to make quick work of everybody with the Bastion. Oh, able to touch his flash. Trying everything desperately to prevent this draw. But I think it's going to be in vain. As we will have a draw on map number 3. Oh.
Get your glass of water, Skate. You've been working hard, brother.
Did you expect anything else?
I really didn't.
Oh my. Yeah, I'll let you guys kind of take it from here for a second. I'm going to crunch some numbers and check some things on this on these final standings.
Okay. So while Skate takes a quick look at the while Skate takes a quick look at the post-game analysis, or what this is going to impact in terms of final standings going into the playoff brackets, I kind of want to talk through what we just witnessed here, man. These two teams, this has been going for a while, right? The build-up here was incredible, and then for it to end heartbreakingly in a 1-1-1. Oh, like on the one hand, Tryhards is excited. They're hyped. They got the in-game player icons as champagne because they've made it to the show. Apollo gotta be frustrated that they didn't close this thing out, but ending in a draw, they secure their playoff seed, pretty much where they wanted to be, right? So I mean, I get accused of being.
They are the 4 seed.
I was about to say I get accused of being the eternal optimist all the time, but this has got to be a win-win-win scenario, right?
Pretty much, yeah. I would think that doesn't really hurt you because of the way the draws are factored in. So yeah, that's definitely a pretty good way for this to turn out for both teams.
So pretty exciting, man.
Checking on a game score real quick, and then I will have more. So
yeah, man,
bear with me.
For sure, for sure. So
that game was just unbelievable.
Go ahead, man.
Oh no, I'm just still soaking it all in right now. That was incredible. Never again. No more 2 CPA. I've made the judgment call.
Sure.
So let's see if I'm actually going to reach out right now, see if either of these captains want to do a sort of post-game interview of sorts. So, you know, get a little bit of feedback. See if either of the captains want to run down what they saw.
Sure.
That said, guys, if you liked what you saw here, we had a couple of updates regarding the stream overlays. If you have any feedback, if you like what you saw, let us know down in the comments below. It really does help us out. We're constantly making changes, trying to improve the quality of the stream and the broadcast quality.
Yeah, and excuse us for the scuffed, thrown together beginning of the broadcast there. I pulled that up and threw together the overlays in about 30 seconds, so sorry about that, folks. And I'm glad the rest of the production there went much smoother. So thank you guys so much for tuning in today.
All right. So
yeah, so I'm gonna get the two captains in here. Go ahead.
You got it?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Let's say if you want to, while you're getting them in here, so just a little update via Skate's totally unofficial but fairly accurate so far standings that he's been keeping updated for this final week. We have Apollo coming in as the 4 seed now, so your top 3 remain unchanged, and Apollo is the 4th seed and finishes out the top 4 that get draws.
Where does
that changes?
I was about to say where does that end Tryhards?
The Tryhards then move up into a tie for 9th place with Chaotic with identical records. That being said, next tiebreaker is head-to-head, which Chaotic actually won 3-0 in week 6. So Chaotic will be the 9, and then Tryhards will be the 10 seed.
Okay, but they made it. They made it to the show.
Correct, they are in. And that's important. They got to play spoiler for Astrantia and Paradox Eclipse, who were tied going in and had the outside chance of us having a wacky 3-team tiebreaker scenario. So definitely broke that, made it a little bit easier in the tie-breaking facility. But unfortunately, they came up just a little short. But the great seasons by them nonetheless. 6-3 is nothing to be down about.
Yeah, so give us just a second, guys. We're gonna reach out to both of the captains, see if we can't get them in here, do a quick kind of post-game interview. So stick around in the chat, guys. We'll be right back with you. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for sticking around with us. I do have with us on the stream right now. We do have both the captains from from Tryhards and Apollo. Sorry about that. I was just trying to make sure we had the audio included the way that we needed it to. While we're looking at this here, Flash, I want to ask you, man. How does it feel? You guys pull it out. You clutch out the win there on Oasis to secure your playoff hopes, and then you hang on in in Horizon to secure yourself just a little bit higher seeding going into the playoffs, man. Tell us, going into Horizon, what was going through your mind knowing you were 1-1 and you had to pull through at least a draw?
Well, we were just stoked that we won Oasis and secured playoffs right there instead of being tied up with 2 other teams. And then with Horizon, we just wanted to kind of hold the best that we could. Like we kind of made them switch up for goats a couple of times, so we didn't know really if they were gonna go goats again or if they were gonna play an entertaining composition.
Yeah, honestly, we saw that you guys changed your game logos to champagne after the Oasis win, so I thought that was a nice little touch.
Yeah, just a little celebration there. That's all our main tank's idea. But yeah, I mean, like we all have a bunch of flex players on our team, so we have a wide variety of skill sets and comps that we can all like kind of flex to try to counter other teams' shenanigans, which kind of worked out a little bit for us. We would have had it. We would have had it on round 4 on Oasis. I mean on Horizon. It was close. It was close on that last one.
Yeah. And speaking of close match there on Horizon, Rugby, man, you guys hold on there at the end. I know it probably wasn't the win you wanted, but first round bye, right? Can't argue with those types of results.
Yeah, of course. I think we were struggling a little bit there on Horizon but I think we pulled it together, and I think knowing that we had either getting the 9th spot or the 4th spot on the line, or even potentially 3rd if we won, I think that kicked everybody into gear, and we held on just enough to get that 4th spot. Proud of everyone on my team. They all held together very well, and I couldn't ask for a better ending from there, considering the circumstances.
Yeah, man. Holding on, clutching it out. Flash, you mentioned that your players flex around at Rugby. You kind of touched on it. I think we actually commented. We saw every single hero played except Baptiste. Obviously, both teams agreed to not play Baptiste, but you guys played literally everyone, man. We saw the Sim teleport come out, the Torbjorn bunker strat. We saw a little bit of Bastion. I want to give a big shout out to 2 of your all's players. We saw Eject flexing around for Tryhards, and then Dixie. And I apologize, Rugby, if we're not pronouncing Dixie's name right for Apollo. But those guys, we saw them playing just about everything you guys needed from them.
Dude, Ajax is a beast. He's insane. And also, like, our other DPS player, like LL Slice, like they're both just incredible players. So we're super lucky to have them on our team, on our side. Definitely wouldn't want to go against them for sure.
Rugby, man, do you guys practice that Tor bunker comp, or was that just kind of a, hey, I think this might work right now?
It was definitely a, hey, I think this will work right now. Our team actually doesn't like to run Bastion whatsoever. We kind of like, all right, well, let's just try it. It was a desperation attempt, obviously. But yeah, we don't like running Bastion at all. But we pulled it out there, and obviously it was just enough to get us through.
Hey, man, whatever it takes, right? Whatever it takes.
Yeah, of course. It was kind of the same. It was kind of the same for us too. We were like, all right, we gotta hold for a minute. Like, how much cheese do we want to bring on the points? And we're just like, all right, Bastion Torbjorn it is. Let's go.
Maximum cheddar, man. Maximum cheddar.
Dude, literally.
Well, I wanna thank you guys. I wanna thank you both for dealing with us. We had a little bit of technical difficulties right around the first map, so thanks for sticking with us. We really appreciate it. It was a phenomenal match. Yeah. Chat was blowing up throughout the game for both of you guys.
It's a good way to end the season.
Yeah, it's a great way to end the season. I'm excited to see you guys meet again in the playoffs. Can't wait to see what comes next. So, thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, thank you for having us on.
Real quick, I want to give you guys an opportunity. Flash, do you guys have any socials you want to shout out while we got you on stream? Tryhards on Twitter, Insta, whatever.
I know we have like a Tryhards on Twitter. It's all about. That's about it. And I know we have one of our players streams a lot, Sly Sloth. So go check him out. It's pretty fun.
Right on.
Pretty good Lucio player.
Apollo, or God, I keep calling you Apollo, man. Rugby, bro. Any